I'm Dot Roan, broker owner of Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, and with me today are
Samantha Kapka, realtor.
Theresa, associate broker.
Sue Barczyk, broker owner.
Today we're going to talk to you about some struggles that first-time home buyers may face when purchasing their first home.
Sometimes they find it extremely stressful. Well, don't let it stress you out. We're here to help you.
Yeah, keep in mind that a realtor is going to have good advice for you. And one of the biggest things that you want to consider is that you might not get the ideal home first time out. You might have to modify what you're thinking about, what you might want in a house, and make it realistic for your budget and for what you can afford.
You need to have a vision of what you can, when you look at a house, what it can offer. It might not be perfect when you move in, but you make it fit your needs.
You also don't want to stretch your budget when you're purchasing your first home. You want to still be able to go out to eat and do all the things that you like to do.
Yeah, once you get the pre-approval, it's going to tell you how far you can purchase, but it's advisable not to go to the end, because if something changes at the last minute, you may no longer qualify for that mortgage. So, think about how much is comfortable for you as far as a mortgage payment.
One thing that's going to help you with that, or actually it's going to determine what you can do, is your credit score. Your lender is going to look at your credit score. They're going to see if you have any issues that you need to clear up. So in the credit score, you want to look early with your lender. When you get the pre-approval, you want to look at your credit score and take care of any issues that you might have there.
I just had that happen twice recently, actually. Someone had something sent to collections that had caused an issue on their credit score and dropped it down below 700.
Well, yeah, you want to be careful that you want to keep an eye on it. It's easy today to be able to keep an eye on your credit score.
And also to fix it. If you find out early enough that there is an issue, you can fix it, but don't wait until you're ready to put the offer on the house. It's a little late then.
You want to try to save as much money as possible. You don't want to go out and buy new furniture, new computers, new television. You need to save some money.
Well, definitely don't buy it before closing, because that can change everything. Yeah, that can change it all.
I think the moment that you start thinking about buying a house is when you need to start setting money aside. Maybe you don't go out to eat as often, something like that. Just set some money aside knowing that you are going to use it to purchase a house.
I find that sometimes first-time buyers have so much advice, free advice. It may not be good advice, so read through the advice you get. If Uncle Joe bought a house 10 years ago, it might not be the same as what it is today in the market. So don't pay attention, be kind, but don't pay attention to everything.
It's usually best to take the advice of a good realtor, your lender, and a home inspector. They're going to give you the best advice for now in today's market. But a friend or parent, their job is to protect you. And a lot of times with first-time home buyers, parents come along and the parents haven't been through the process. The parents have not looked at all the property in that price range. And of course, they always think the house is overpriced because they have nothing to compare it to. So take the advice of your realtor who can provide you with the best market data for the existing market.
And when you're thinking about your debt, you also have to take into consideration your student debt. That can affect how much house you can buy, and how it does have an impact on what you're qualified for.
Yeah, and it can completely throw off your debt-to-income ratio, and also because of student debt, it's very difficult for young professionals to start saving for their first home. But there are a lot of great options as far as financing is concerned that you don't need as much down as you might think you do. But you do have to keep in mind all of those other costs that you have: inspections, appraisal, application fee, all of the things that go into purchasing a home, closing costs. The things that you may not be aware of. Again, your realtor can help you with that.
I think the biggest thing is to figure out what matters. Look at the things that matter. Look at the fact that you want a new home. Look at the fact that you have to look at financing. Go through, listen to the professionals, the inspectors, the realtors, your lender, figure out what matters, and look for the home for you.
Yep. And today, in today's society, we're immediate. We want something right away. And it's not unusual for us to talk to a first-time home buyer who wants that $300,000 or $400,000 property when they can really afford the $100,000 or $150,000 property. But think about what's important. Again, take the advice of your realtor, because location, location, location. That's something that has never changed. And you buy in the right location, you make the right improvements to it, and they don't have to be expensive improvements. A few years from now, because of equity buildup and appreciation, you will be able to get to that $300,000 or $400,000 property. It just might not be today.
Location is the only thing you can't change in your property. Everything else can be changed or fixed.
That's right.
They have a rule as far as when buying a house, the 80-10-10 rule. If you like 80% of the house, you can fix 10%, and if you can live with the other 10%, that's the house for you.
There you go.
Yep.
I'll have to use that today.
That'll work. And besides all of these struggles, there's one thing that's a really positive for a first-time home buyer, and that is sellers love first-time home buyers because they don't have a house to sell. And so many times people do. So don't go it alone. Find a good realtor who can help guide you through that entire transaction, and you'll be glad you did. You'll start your American dream and begin building wealth that you can as a renter. So that's a wrap. Thank you for joining us. Please go to our YouTube channel and subscribe at Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, and visit us on our Facebook page. We will be sharing tips each and every week for you, and hope that you find some good tips that you can take advantage of. So thanks again, and until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.